Hello, everyone. Welcome to TBRathon Closing Sprints. It is a rainy Friday for me. I don't know about the weather for you guys,
Yes,
but I also know it is. Yeah, I was going to say it's probably just we had snow, we had the snowstorms, and now, at least in my area, we've got we've got the rain, and it is what it is. I hope everyone is getting excited for the beginning of February, whether you're participating in Get a Clue or not. You're obviously welcome to hang out here too if you aren't participating in TBRathon and just need to be productive. So yeah, let us know what you're going to be working on, maybe what your last book of January is, what your first book of February is hoping to be. I am joined by some lovely guests getting ready to close TBRathon and enter Get a Clue. Neva, what are you doing today? Also introduce yourself as far as what you're going to be doing for Get a Clue.
I'm Neva. Hello. We do lots of fun things on my channel, sprints, vlogs, all of that. I'm a host for Team Scarlet with Bree from the Butcherwort. And I'm gonna be a junior detective because I have too much to read and prompts stress me out. So that's where we are. And I'm reading 5 Broken Blades. It's not going well.
Oh no.
I'm going to give it 100 pages. But if I don't care about these characters in 100 pages, it's going to have to go on Pango, to be honest, because I just the book is stunning, truly. But a stunning book does not make a good story, you know? And there's just too many POVs. Like, there's a new POV every chapter, and I just don't really care.
Yeah, pass it forward. That's kind of the point. Pango is great where you can give it to someone else, where they will find their forever home, as they say.
Yeah.
But Katie, introduce yourself. What are you up to, and what is your role in Get a Clue?
Hello, I'm Katie from I Would Rather Be Reading. First, I do want to say, though, because I'm hijacking this already, so sorry, Leandra. If you enjoyed TBRathon, I know today is the end, but do not forget that if you like more fun, Leandra has this wonderful, amazing Patreon where you get to be part of mysteries and solving things and just, I don't know, fun, hanging out with Leandra. But she has seasonal TBRathons. So you can keep the fun going and hang out with Leandra more on our Patreon, which I'm sure is in the description, right, Leandra? Right?
I think it is. Maybe I'm really bad at promoting myself. I hope it is.
We all are bad at promoting ourselves. It's fine. I'm here. But yes, I'm Katie. I'm kind of a hot mess express is how I like to describe myself. In Clue, I'm going to be a lead detective. So I'm going to be bouncing around, helping you guys and, creating chaos along the way. And I am reading Under an Endless Moon. It comes out in February, but it's a biker romance. And you guys, it was like 50 degrees here in Minnesota yesterday, and I saw bikers and I freaked out. It was a good time. Anyways, that's what I'm doing.
You're like, the universe knows what I'm reading.
I mean, it's just, I don't know. Bikers just give the epitome of bad boy to me. So as soon as I see them, I'm like, oh my gosh, what do I say? Like, Adam would be right next to me. I'm like, what do I do? Do I look okay? And he'd be like, oh my gosh, you're a mess. And I'm like, thank you.
He's like, maybe I need to get a bike.
I've tried, but it'd be hilarious. I don't think he could. He's got one of those little ching ching bikes, but not what I'm talking about. So
yeah, no, not quite the same. Oh, I see that we've got Team Green in the chat as well. I appreciate you guys. We've got Bree from Four Paws in a Book, who honestly, I'm sure that Rainey has mentioned this somewhere, but this person is the spreadsheet creator of all spreadsheets. It is thanks to her that when we get a clue, we'll know what's going on and how to count points. So, Bree, thanks so much for just being the all-time administrator when we need you. Very much appreciated. I am going to be still working on some Books of Paradise locations for myself because we haven't received a prompt yet. So there's no point in me freaking out just yet. Soon, I'm sure. So I am going to be reading Agatha Christie's The Pale Horse. I have a really nice edition. Speaking of the manor, it is for our only Christie in the book club for sleuths. And yeah, I'm very excited. I'm thinking it might be like a read in one day thing because a few other patrons have mentioned that they've done that. And I'm like, okay, maybe I'll do the same. So we'll see how that goes. I also saw some really interesting titles people mentioning. Also, thank you all for being here. It's really lovely. There are 75 of you, which I really appreciate. I know you're all really excited to rep your teams, including Team Green, but also just get some reading done, including, I see that Tracy is reading Day of the Triffids. So I ended up reading this book this past month, and it was actually for not reading for content, the podcast that I started with Danny. So thanks all who are reading that. See some other, The Game Changer, In the Mood for a Hockey Romance. Speaking of sports romances, that was Neva's prompt for the Booktuber bingo board. Also see Elantris. Hold on. We all need to pause for a second because Julie is here. Julie, hello. Introduce yourself. Tell us what you're doing.
My name is Julie. I'm from Keep Calm with Books and Coffee. I am one of the lead detectives for Get a Clue Readathon, and I don't know how to find links in Discord. That's why I'm late.
Honestly, it's like in its own little channel, and I also didn't know where it was at first to put said link, and I was like, I know that Rainey told me she made it. I was like, I don't know where it is though. So I had the same difficulty. Yes, it's true. We have a couple lead detectives with us who know a lot more than we all do. Appreciate your power. I appreciate it. I respect it, and I will not try to badger you to get more hints. But yeah, you guys. Well, what else are we up to? I'm trying to see what everyone else is reading. I do see a lot of like team reps, which is really sweet and so cute. I think I saw some Professor Plums. Yep. I saw that Glenda's doing some Professor Plum situation. I was Professor Plum last time, and I will say we won last year. So I wish Professor Plum luck, though you guys are my enemy now. So I do apologize for that. It's just the way it is. Oh, Krista. Hi, Krista. How are you? Already finished all my TBRathon and January TBR books. Congrats. I will say that I'm trying to get a lot better about reading books that I'm actually putting on my TBR for January. And I have 3 unfinished. One I'm currently reading. And actually it's this one. I'm still in the Misty Forest. I didn't realize it's 400 pages, which is more than I typically read. And then The Pale Horse was also on my January TBR. So I love that for you guys. Planning to start today off with volume 1 of Spy Family. Ooh, do you guys see all of these books in my corner? It is all from the library. I have about maybe 40 books out from the library right now, and 3 of them are Spy Family manga. So I fully support that. Oh no, in the middle of a heat wave. Louisina, I'm so sorry. Meanwhile, it's very rainy and gloomy for Peach, sunny here. I mean, I guess that's the tricks of the trade of living, being a globe. The earth will provide different weather. Tis what it is. Also see a Team Peacock representation here. Very nice. Also, Vanessa's in the chat. Hey, Vanessa. Thanks. I appreciate it. First, I did not click on this because you are, gassing me up. But Vanessa is also Professor Plum. So I love to see that. Let me see here. There's so many comments, friends, that I'm like, there's no way. There's absolutely no way I'm going to be able to click on all of them. But I love all of the, excitement. Hello, Jasmine, The Pumpkin Spice Cafe. Ooh, this one, so many people were reading this when we were like in the fall, obviously. So I remember seeing that all over TBR Harvest when I was hosting it. We also have, Need to Finish Your Current Read, Foxheart. That's where I'm at. I'm trying to finish books before I get too sucked up into Get a Clue, because it's going to be honestly taking all of our lives, taking over our lives. We've got a Team White, Mrs. White. Have I missed anyone who's Colonel Mustard? I think that's the only team I haven't highlighted yet. So Colonel Mustard, let us know if you're in the chat. I feel badly. I always call you guys out because I feel like I also don't see you, because you might be the smallest team, small but mighty. But I'm pretty sure I haven't seen anyone who's Colonel Mustard just yet. Heather finished all your Paws and Bookshelves prompts. Just yesterday finished collecting the dogs. You know what's terrible, friends? I didn't collect dogs. I didn't even make an effort for my own thing. I planned to, and then there was too much. Well, I ended up getting like 20 plus prompts. So that kind of ends up dampening things, doesn't it? When I'm like, I don't have time. Began reading Psyche and Eros as a bonus prompt. New to you author. Excited for the room prompt to drop. I know. We'll see when it happens. Does anyone have any predictions? What do you guys think in the chat? Do we think we're going to get it during these sprints? Do we think we're going to get them during Rainy's? It would be very Rainy to drop it as soon as she starts her sprints. 40% left of Legends. I just found out that Legends and Lattes is going to have another book come out. What is it called? Broomsticks? What is it?
It's I have it saved. Hold on.
I just saw it like yesterday, so all I know is Broomsticks.
Yeah, I think it's like Broomsticks and Broadswords, or Broadswords and we got the alliteration.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I really thought you were going to say Broomsticks and Broads, and I'm like, suddenly I'm interested. I like,
ooh, tell me more. Yeah, like queer witches. We're here for it.
That would
be. I'm honestly excited for it, but I really liked the first 2 books. Like both books for me were like 5 stars, which I know is not like for everyone, but I love them. Like I got the special edition ones that are like hardcover with the sprayed edges, and they're really heavy.
Mm-hmm. The ones that are like blue and green, like one's all blue and one's all green. They're really pretty, actually. Mm-hmm. It's apparently Brigands and something. Olivia says Brigands and Broadswords. Maybe it is
Brigands and Bread Knives.
Oh,
wow! Good job, guys.
Broomsticks. Well, we knew it was a B.
I only know that because I went to Travis Baldry's Instagram because I was like, let me go find this. Yeah, Brigands and Bread Knives. I like the cover. The cover is nice.
Yeah. You know what's weird? I was so surprised to see that we had another B alliteration title. I don't know why, but that kind of messed with me because we had Bookshops and Bone Dust. And then I'm like,
this
one a different letter.
Well, and I'm wondering if it's because in Bookshops and Bone Dust, right, we meet Fern.
Oh.
And this one is continuing with Fern.
Oh.
So I think that's why we're getting another B alliteration.
Okay. Oh.
Because Bookshops and Bone Dust is technically like a prequel to Legends and Lattes.
Okay. Interesting.
But you're supposed to read them in the order he wrote them. Type thing.
Oh, I feel like I have actually it's thanks to Vanessa that I have the prequel and I've been meaning to read it. Betting on Rainy dropping the first prompt on her sprints just so she can revel in the chaos. It would be a lot though for her to suddenly like try to calm everybody down. I feel like I don't know if she would actually do that. Samira's here. Hello. Haven't read Bookshops and Bone Dust, maybe after Middle Grade March. Yes. Who is actually, I say who as if it's a person, which is created and managed by Krista, who's in the chat, representing Mrs. White. So yeah, very exciting. We've got Team Scarlet. Okay, I'm pretty sure we've gotten representations from everybody, which is great. Oh my gosh, Bree, hello! I swear I fangirl over you every time you come in the chat.
I do too. She'll randomly show up in my chat, and I'm like, Mama Bree, hello! Like, every single time.
Oh my gosh. Also, Bree, are you back from traveling and visiting friends? I say friends and family because it is family. I hope that the weather was good. I know that you responded to me last time on Tuesday sprints, but I don't think I got to see that comment. Dropping prompts on sprints is a lot. Truly is. It's a lot. So yeah. Hello, Louise. I don't know what I'm doing. I have doing the evil laugh is what's going on here. I'm pretending that I am Rainy without being Rainy. Just doing some washing, prepping for birthday celebrating. Louise, is it yours? Is it your birthday? Happy almost birthday. Coming soon. No, you're awesome. We literally are just fans of you. Oh, you're still here. Okay, that sounds good. Ready to go home though. Miss your bed and your stuff. Oh, that's how, because it's not that you're not having fun, seeing family and, being away, but it's also, there's a comfort in having your own stuff, isn't there? Mm-hmm. This is the right response. This is the right response for sure. For sure. It's been a long Friday, even though it's only 2 p.m. Everything, yes, everything is awesome. That's actually such a good song. Yes, it was on Tuesday, but I'm having family and friends over tomorrow. Oh, well, happy belated birthday, and I hope you have the best time with your family and friends. It really is. There's just comfort in your things, familiarity, you knowing they are where they should be as well. And you, even though you're visiting family and friends and you are with them, that doesn't change the fact that you know you're a guest and you feel like you need to be, you can't just fully live in the area. So hello, Lynn. Welcome. Well, we have been chatting for about 15 minutes. So I think what we're going to do is go into our first sprint and get some productivity done. Thanks everyone for being here. We're going to do hour-long sprints. And we'll see you guys in about an hour. Happy sprinting. Hello, everyone. Welcome back. I hope the cat didn't scare anyone. But I'm sure people were already scared because the prompt dropped. Dun 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 dun. The hope is that people are, taking breaths. Take deep breaths. If you haven't found your book yet, that's okay. If it makes you feel better, I haven't even done anything because I'm still focusing on books to finish for January. And I know that actually I clicked the wrong comment. I know that Louisina, says it best. It seems like the prompt is stumping a lot of people. And you know what? That's why it's great to ask. So you can feel free to, ask in your team chat, ask in, does this count? There's a few places that you can check in. And, your fellow teammates, at least I can say for Team Green, have been really supportive, saying, oh, unfortunately not this, but yes, this totally does. And of course, us hosts can be really helpful for it. But it's okay. We're happy to help. It's not the end of the world if the first 4 books, few books that you pick up don't fit the prompt, because you'll find one. You'll find it in the end. It's going to be fine. But on that note too, try to be a little bit respectful and not spoil what the prompt is or even what the room is if you can in the comments. I know we're all really excited, but if some people have just joined and they haven't had time to check Discord just yet, we don't want to spoil the fun of watching Rainey's really fun video, because she put so much work into it. It gets you right in the mood for Clue. So yeah, let's try to do that. But we're here for you. So it's okay, Fritz. It's okay. It's the first room. We can take our time. It's not even the first yet. This is all extra hours, extra day for us to figure out what's going on. And on that note, I didn't do anything. When the prompt dropped, I was like, oh, I'm going to read. I maybe got 15 pages in and I kept stopping. And then I was like, I'm going to restart this book. So I'm going to restart the book in the next sprint because I did not retain anything, because I was so excited seeing what other people were reading and what they were doing. But yeah, I hope you guys were more productive. Neva, how did you do?
Not great. So I DNF'd 5 Broken Blades, okay, at 21 pages in, because there was just something that, wow, that is shiny. There was something that was said in this book. It gave me the ick, and I was like, you lost me. I can't, I could not continue. So we did that. I updated my spreadsheet so that that's up to date, because I need to make sure my stats are, up to date, and my spreadsheet's the most accurate place. And then I did read a few pages of One Cursed Rose, because this is my next book that I need to finish for January still. So this is part of the KU clean out or whatever. I'm just too lazy to get up and walk across the room to get my Kindle. So I'm just reading it physically at this time. But I do have it on KU. But this is going much better for me, thank God, because 5 Broken Blades is just gonna have to go out of my house.
To a better home. It's gonna be fine. To a better home, And Julie, how did you do?
Good. I checked Discord, did some things I needed to do as our lead detective responsibilities, and then I'm 20 pages away from the end of Godkiller, so I'm very happy that I'll be finishing this. I've been reading and annotating it all month, so.
Yeah, and for people wondering, this is your 3rd reread, I think. Is that your 3rd time reading it? Yeah. So you know how good it is.
Yeah. I'm having a great time. This is my first time annotating it, but I'm doing all the tabbies, and I'm just after rereading it a couple of times, you start to really catch things, and it's just very fun to see all the little pieces. So
nice. Katie, how did you do? How distracted were you from Discord and everything, or just life? It could be life.
Oh my gosh, Discord. Listen, let me speak for me and Julie, but Discord for us lead detectives is a little overwhelming, because keep in mind, hosts get to be where they are, but lead detectives, we're everywhere.
It was like that for producers too.
Yeah, so it's and I love it because I love being in the know. I love secrets. I'm not good at keeping them, but I love just being yes, tell me all the things. Yay. So yes, I was on Discord. I did my thing. I finished my book. So I'm done with my January reads. So I get to now film my wrap up, which I don't know that I've ever filmed a wrap up. So yay. So then I can film my TBR. So yay. But I'm gonna start something wild and wonderful, which, you know, I feel like is like an accurate description of me. Wild. No, I'm kidding. But
yes, no, 100%, especially wonderful.
Mhm.
well, I thought especially wild, but I'll take it. But yeah, I've heard really good things, and so I'm excited to pick this one up. I'm excited to pick up a book that I own, so thank gosh for that. But otherwise, like, I stayed on task, but I'm also feeling like really run down from the fact that like I've been online already for a while, so I need some food, some water, you know.
Yeah, nice. Joshua approves, by the way. Also, Joshua, it was so nice to see you pop in the chat. You were like, hello, everybody. It was so nice. And a lot of people joined during that sprint, too, by the way. Where was I? I started some comments. So Mindy's asking, did you know the prompt was going to drop during that sprint? I will say this time around, yes, I knew. And that's probably why I was like, being very weird in the first 15 minutes because I knew it was coming. And I was like, I don't know how to act normal and not show that I know that we're all waiting for something. So yes, more often than not, we won't know. But obviously in anticipation of the first prompt, we wanted everyone to be comfortable. And so everyone was online trying to help you guys out. So I don't know if that was noticeable or not.
You did evil laugh more than I expected. I'm just saying, it was a lot.
You know what's funny? My nervous default is evil laughing. I don't know what that means. But I was like, that for some reason, that's my comfort. Knew it was coming. The meow still got me. It gets you more when you know, to be completely honest. Meanwhile, for Ashley, it was more of like an epiphany moment. As soon as you got the book right, meow, and you're like, okay, that's the new light bulb, I think, friends. Meanwhile, Luis ended up getting like a bunch of stuff done for productivity and treating yourself with some ice cream in your book. Very nice. I'm jealous. I don't have any ice cream in my home right now, and I should. Judith ended up watching Neva's TBR video. Ooh.
Which reminds me, Neva, you should drop that in the host content to watch.
I did.
Oh, did you?
Okay. Yeah, it is in the host content to watch. I actually forgot that was like a place to put things until about 15 minutes. But yeah, like after it dropped. But yeah, my TBR is in there. I revamped my TBR game. So hopefully it's less confusing for you and for me. I really tried to do too much with it last year by like doing it every other month where I had to pick like where it picked specific books. So I spent all of December and most of January redoing it. So like we still have 1,001 wheels, but it's prompt based. So I only really use the extra wheels if the prompt is like forces me to. So like if it's like a KU book, like if I get a prompt that says KU book, then I have a wheel that has all my KU books on it because what is decisions? I don't know them. But hopefully it's like way less confusing. It was way less confusing for me to film and explain. So that's a plus.
Excellent.
I mean, that's why I like prompts because it tells me what to read. So I don't have to decide. I'm like, this narrows it down. I only have so many options. So yeah. Meanwhile, yeah, Krista, 100% did a great job with the video. And you've got a small list of options. I will say I do have some options as well. I just don't know what I'm in the mood for. And also what would be the best decision, like a physical read, an audiobook. Manga is always a great kind of palate cleanser option. So, you know, there's different things. Even actually use the available now button on Libby for those who have Libby. That can help you like quickly look to see what options you might have if you are looking elsewhere beyond your physical shelves. And yeah, it was so good. It was so, and I love how Rainy's continuing with the British accent. Like she's so determined and I love it. Been writing the prompts down for the spinner wheel to draw out the board. Very nice. And actually that's a really great idea to kind of spin. And then if you keep it in order, you know, for those who don't like surprise too much, that's a place where you can have some control. Hello, Sarvasha, finally home from work. Honestly, you've joined a crowd tonight, so I hope you're happy to have some company in your home because there's a lot of people here. And thank you so much, Heather, for that reminder to hydrate. I'm not gonna lie, we're gonna need our model, that is Katie, to present this. Or we've got Julie with a mug. What kind of hydration you got in there?
This is probably not the hydration we need because it's just some coffee.
Oh, I was gonna say, oh my gosh, we've got the angel and the devil on our shoulders. We've got someone for hydration, someone for a diuretic.
To be fair, coffee is just watered down beans for the most part. So there's water in it.
And it's decaf coffee, so it's not like, you know, hyping me up too hard. Yeah.
Meanwhile, I'm the one who has caffeinated coffee in front of me. Listen, I really shouldn't. But
I have water. I have caffeinated coffee.
Mm-hmm.
I have an Alani.
Mm-hmm.
All the beverages.
And I have a vanilla Coke that I haven't even opened. I don't know how I accumulated so many drinks, but I mean, it's fine.
I mean, I identify as a beverage goblin. I always have multiple because I never know what I want to drink.
Right.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Instead of a mood reader, you guys are mood drinkers.
I have to have all of the drinks.
All of the drinks. Meanwhile, we have so much love for Katie's sweater.
Thank you. You guys know I talk about Book Babe designs till I'm blue in the face. She's the best of my life. I love her so much.
I just realized that they're cats that are reading in pumpkins. Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
They're so cute.
First of all, Jen, thank you so much. Don't make me cry.
Oh, but it's true. It's true. Got started on a big room overhaul for one of the rooms in my house, and also read a bit more of The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. Oh, classic, Krista. Very nice. Have a bunch of the favorite host books. I know that's the question, isn't it? If they're actually going to fit a prompt. I didn't even think about that when I chose my host picks. I just was like, oh, here we go. Because I knew they fit a few bonuses, but I didn't really think about that there was an additional prompt, secret prompts for us to keep in mind. That's why I also love readathons. Those help me pick my books because there are so many. There's too many. It's too many to for one brain to kind of have to handle. If she's anything like me, I'm imagining Rainey sweating by the last video, trying to keep up her. I know she's probably making sure she's got water near her and try to remember that she doesn't actually have a British accent in real life. I think for me, it would be after recording, I'd want to keep using it. And I'd be like, no, Leandra, you're actually American. You're probably insulting all of the British people. Hello, Patricia. Welcome. You just missed the first sprint, and we've got way more to go, though. Here for all the fun vibes this evening. Ooh, What Lies in the Woods. I can say that Katie and I agree on this title.
There's one. It's out
there. There's one. There's the Venn diagram of us. There's this tiny sliver, and what's in there is What Lies in the Woods.
Hey, I'll take it.
Yeah, honestly, we'll find more. We'll find some more. And yeah, hot bean water, cold bean water, caffeinated beans, decaffeinated beans. Yeah, bean soup. It's bean soup to go. Exactly. Neva is always prepared. Always prepared.
Always prepared.
Mm-hmm. When all the drinks you kind of look and you're like, I have so many cups in front of me, like containers. Ooh, Coke, coffee, glass of juice. Very nice. Probably should add water to the, probably should add water. Then you've got we've got the trifecta. Is there a quartfecta? Quartecta? Do we?
I have no idea.
Why does trifecta exist as a word if you can't?
If you can't apply it beyond 3.
Yeah.
I feel like 3 is considered a lucky number though, so I feel like a 3-leaf clover, I don't know, or third luck. Isn't it third time's a charm, all that stuff?
Third time's the charm. Yeah. Charmed Ones. A great show, by the way. Probably went on for too long, but that's okay. Have water, some Sprite. Ooh, zero sugar. The occasional cup of hot tea for your throat. Ooh, yeah. I've been in a really big tea mood, to be honest, to chamomile, or I love mint tea, which I know isn't for everybody. Finished your coffee, so now you're trying to stay hydrated with water. Honestly, that's the thing. Follow your coffee with water. Follow your soda with water. Just always have it as a side, Oh no, your voice is gone again, Heather. I'm so sorry. Got a medical appointment made, but I'm still playing phone tag with the dealership for a recall. It's always one thing or another. You got to take some wins, get an appointment scheduled, and then you're on hold for 30 minutes for something else. It's never appointments and other things are never fully what you can actually take care of. Ooh, I suppressed the cat. The cat will meow, friends, but not right now. Just ordered 2 of the new shirts. Oh, from the Book Babe drop. Very nice. British people have such a weird sense of humor. The accent is probably a-okay compared to the jokes we tell. Okay, as long as you can speak for them, because I'm like, I don't know, actually. I have no idea. Hello, Alicia. Welcome to the party. And on, quadrifecta? I mean, I like the term quadrifecta, because I was thinking like triple, quadruple, third, fourth. Like we have others, but trifecta seems to be its own word. Maybe we can turn quadrifecta into a word. The best I can think of is with your Latin knowledge, which I don't have. So thank you, Gabby, for providing that with us. Yeah, a quadfecta. Quadfecta is kind of nice. I wonder what fecta means. Because tri is 3. Language. Isn't it just language is funny like that. I love mint tea too. It's really nice. I love mint tea. Ginger. Don't get me started. Ginger with honey. Oh my gosh, it is so calming. It's so nice. But on that puzzling question, as we talk about language, fecta means done, complete. Trifecta, complete, maybe whole. Like the trifecta. I love this. Oh, and Vanessa searching it. Quadfecta, gambling horse racing. What is going on? A bet in which the bettor must select the winners of the first 4 places. So quadfecta. We got there. Okay. Well, I was going to say, now that we're going to enter the second sprint in mystery, but we don't have to. We're entering it with a peace of mind, knowing that quadfecta exists in this world. I know you all were so worried. Everyone was so worried about it. But we're going to have another sprint. We're going to go for an hour. And then after that, we'll have one more before we go over to the kickoff sprints. Keep in mind, again, that the new prompt has dropped, new as in first. So go over to the Discord, see what's going on, ask your questions. Because it's better to ask if you're uncertain. We can help and support and answer those. But yeah, keep in mind spoilers, because maybe for the next hour we'll avoid them, and then after that we can kind of talk openly. But okay, prepare yourselves. The cat will meow. Hello, everyone. Welcome back from that second sprint. I got a chapter in. I know, it's just there's so much going on in the Discord, and it's been really interesting to like chat with people, discuss, what we think counts and everything like that. But during that time, we had quite a few people join. Tab joined and is a part of Team Green, so I have to highlight them. You started Onyx Storm. Not really liking it so far. I'm so sorry. I know, I feel like it's just some people have adored the third book, some haven't. And then you'll start on your first room prompt. And speaking of Tab, I appreciate you mentioning Onyx Storm. It has been confirmed that it does not count for the first room prompt if anyone's asking. So yeah, and I'm not going to divulge what the prompt is, but I do want to confirm that it doesn't count. So good that you're starting it and reading it and not having it be your first prompt. Hello, Rope. I know I have friends today. It's very exciting as we bring a close to, TBRathon, but that's not to say that you can't carry it on to February, because Jess, the Hexed Library herself, has confirmed that you can very much do that. We also ended up having Alicia do a little bit of a shout out to Livia. Not sure, Livia, if you're still here, because I know you're in Italy and it's far later. But that's so exciting. I hope that you reach 100 very soon, because you very much deserve it. And then all these plans for a productive day, then things get derailed. I know. And honestly, mental health days are really important to acknowledge and give yourself the time to take them. So thanks for reminding us more to take care of ourselves. Yeah, 100%. And if that means getting offline, then please do. We love to have you, but don't feel the need to be here. But if you need the company, then we're also happy to be here. Speaking of good company, we have Cherie here. Hello, cuddling up. And then reading Such a Fun Age. Sounds good. Another host has joined the chat, and it is my co-host, Meredith. Just woke after a night of barely sleeping because there was a giant spider on the ceiling above me. Oh, no. And if people don't know, Meredith is in Australia, so when she says giant spider, we know she means business, in my opinion. I'm like, I fully trust that that's exactly what she means. And then also ML joined. Hello. Just finished The Striker on your way home from work. Not a romance reader, but I didn't hate it. Okay. I love how you're like, oh, but I didn't hate it. 2.5 to 3 stars. You and me both, ML. Why does nothing feel as good as a hot shower when you don't feel? Ooh, 100%. Honestly, and I long hot showers where I just take my time and basically wait until my entire body warms up, for sure. But on that note, we've reached the end of the comments before people tell us how they've done. Neva, how did you do in that sprint?
I read a bit more of my a book, which the book is now over there. So I read on my Kindle.
You flip-flopped.
Anyway, one day I'll have my life together. It won't be today. I also went and got Ari from the bus stop, and she gave me her Valentine's Day thing. So I have to help her make a Valentine's Day box container. I don't know. They're really asking me to be crafty. And that's it. That's all that I did.
Well, nice. Julie, how did you do?
Good. I finished Godkiller, and I have realized that I don't have a paperback copy to annotate the second book, so I'm gonna have to go to the bookstore and get a copy.
What a hassle.
No. So, and I also figured out what I'm going to read for the first prompt after seeing chatty people on Discord. So.
Ooh, very nice. Do you want to reveal it, or is it going to be in a vlog?
I can.
Keeping everything close?
I'm going to read You Should Be So Lucky by Cat Sebastian.
Ooh, definitely fits.
Historical baseball romance. So, should be fun.
Very nice. Katie, how did you do?
Man, want to talk about distracted. I tried to film so much and words were coming out, but they weren't making any logical sense. And then I was like, you know what? We're going to revamp. And then I was like, okay, well, I have to. Part of my problem is, and you guys know this, I'm very vocal about it. As soon as I finish a book, I don't remember your name. And so it's really hard to film your thoughts when I'm like, yeah, that character, that one. And then I'm like, great, I have to actually like go research this. And then I feel like I'm in school and it's no fun, but I'm going to do it for you guys. So there you go.
Thank you. We appreciate it. But it is true. I think that also I have on recording days and off recording days where I'm like, this isn't the day. I shouldn't be trying to record because I'm just making it harder for myself. And then there are days where I'm like, I am on top of things. I'm like, boom, boom, boom. Let me record like 4 different things in one day. I guess we feel that probably similar with reading. Like some days I'm on the ball and other times I'm like, this is just not a day where I'm going to be reading like 100 pages. Like I'm going to be reading 20 and be happy with myself. And there we are. So no, I totally get that. I hope that you also end up in the editing, realize you did better than you think. Cause I think that's the case too. A lot of times when I record, I'm like, oh, that was horrible. And I'm like, okay, actually this wasn't that bad.
Well, I basically had to stop. So I shut down production and I was like,
Okay.
let's take notes. So I'm going to try again. Listen, it's because like, I just want to do a good job and not just ramble about things that people can't follow. And if I can't remember their names, I don't look very good, which I mean, I have the memory of a goldfish. I advertise this every second I can. I do my best, but things up here, there's too much. There's too much. So
yeah, for sure. No, and even like sometimes I'll make sure to take notes too if I want to make sure I remember like a main character's name. And it's like I gave this book 5 stars. I loved it, but I also read it exactly 29 days ago. So I'm not going to remember everything because our memories are available sometimes.
Speaking of 5 stars, Leandra, have you had a 5-star this year?
I have. Ooh, okay. I did. I know. Let me check my bullet journal because I'm like thinking of. I definitely gave Timeless 5 stars. That's the 5th book in the Parasol Protectorate series. What a way! Like honestly, what a great ending. And I think it's the only book in the series I gave 5 stars. Actually, everything else was 4-star range, like 4 stars or higher. But that last book just
such a good series.
It really a 5-star series for sure, even if like individual books aren't. Let me see. Oh, and then the other one was a reread, Hunt the Stars, which is a sci-fi romance. And that was a reread. So I guess I don't like count it as like a brand new 5-star, but I did get one brand new 5-star in January, which is very exciting. But also only one 5-star? What am I doing? Maybe February will be better. How about you guys? Have you guys all gotten 5 stars?
I have.
Okay, I was like, am I the only one on screen?
I've gotten, okay, so
5 stars this year?
So for anyone who doesn't like know who I am, which I feel like there could be people here that don't know me, I do a 6-star rating system. So my 5, because I give 5 stars out very liberally. It just is what it is. Like I'm not a critical reader at all, but I'm also like Katie, where like, oh, I'm done with this book. I remember not who you are at all. So I feel Katie's pain in like trying to vlog right after you read something, because I'll be like, yeah, our main male character, our female main character, that's all you're gonna get. I'm so sorry. But I have actually had 1, 2, 3, 4. I have had 5 6-star books in January.
Neva, could you just like share like with the rest of us?
Come on. That's why you guys haven't gotten a 5 stars, because she's hoarding them all.
Man.
Share the energy.
One of them was a reread, which was To Kill a Mockingbird, and I did not like the audiobook. If I was basing it off the audiobook and not off of the fact that I also like what is that called? Immersion read it. It would have gotten a much lower rating. I did not enjoy the audio at all. Like I will never read that book with audio again. But all the rest of them were new to me authors.
Ooh, that's
or debut authors, except for The Perfect Marriage, because technically I've read one other book by Geneva Rose, but so yeah, I've had 5 6 stars.
Honestly, that's great.
I'm gonna send y'all 5-star vibes, because that's sad that me and Leandra are the ones. And Leandra, how many did you have? 1?
I had 1 reread, and then I had 1. I will also say I had 6 DNFs. so I mean, it's
DNFs. I had 1. I had 2 DNFs this month. One was We Used to Live Here, and then of course I just DNF 5 Broken Blades. I DNF both of those. And actually, we used to live here. I got 55% through it, and I was like, I don't like this book.
Yeah.
Yeah, and honestly, that I feel like it's smart to especially with a book that is so well loved. You're like, hey, this book doesn't need me to read it because everyone else is loving it. It's just not for me. I'm going to DNF.
And
That's
it's
kind of
so crazy because so many people in the book space loved We Used to Live Here, but Katie, Kelsey, and Jess did not like it at all.
It's very divisive. So like if you go to the Goodreads page, like there are people that are like, believe the hype, this book is it, like, oh my gosh. And then there are people that are like me and some other people that are like, I guess I don't know what I read because it wasn't the same. So it's very divisive. Like I don't even feel like there's middleman. It's very much you either love it or you don't get it.
And
Mm-hmm.
I was vibing with it for like 20%, and then by the time I hit 50%, I was like, all right, I'll give it like 5 more percent, and then I was like, no, I gotta go. I can't.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. There's been some people who've mentioned they've had like a 5-star, like Meg had mentioned, got a 5-star in January, Jonathan Strange and Mr. Norrell, and then just finished. Alino said this, but then Samira, we're all like you are not alone, as we've mentioned. I totally understand. Doppelganger by Naomi Klein was my first 5-star read this year. Awesome, Skeleton. I know it always feels really good when you're like, okay, where like as soon as you get your 5-star, you're like, I feel good about this, obviously. All my 5-star reads this year have been rereads, but that's exactly why I'm rereading stuff. Honestly, yeah, Louisina, we talked about this in the Manor Discord as well. Also, before I forget, we have to make sure we are saying hello to a couple other hosts. Hello, Brooklyn. How are you? How's your morning going in Australia? Also, Bree joined too, another host. Really lovely to see you guys. Meanwhile, there's also been some updates as far as potential books to read. I'm assuming, Mindy, that you may or may not be reading this for the prompt. There are some people, at least on Green Team, who are going to be reading that book too. So obviously it fits. Also, yes, congratulations to Tennille. I saw that comment up above. Finishing your TBRathon book. I am nowhere near finishing mine. It's okay. And Livia, going to read Godkiller this month. It will be finally released in Italy. Oh my gosh. Livia, you're going to have to see if maybe you can share if the cover is going to be different too, I wonder. Because sometimes it changes a little bit, even if it's just the color scheme. Because I feel like the covers
I'm having so much FOMO with this book, but I have to read it for a project. And here's the thing. I'm really trying to get the other people that are ahead of the person that gave me this book, which they know who it is because she's on the screen.
I wonder
who it was.
3 people. One of those 3 people is also on the screen, and I'm just trying to like get the other 3 people that are ahead of that person done. It's not going well. It's going very slow.
That's okay.
Yeah,
but
so Jess finished 2 books this month. Both were 5 stars. Oh my gosh, you're batting 1,000, and that's a sports reference. I'm pretty proud of that. But I hard DNF'd one, soft DNF'd another. Yeah, also started 3 others, but made minimal progress. That's how I'm currently reading, I think 3 or 4 books. And I'm currently reading them, so I don't have a rating for them yet,
Me too. And it's fine. January has been 1,000 years long. Okay.
It really has. Isn't that crazy? I feel like sometimes, a lot of times January being kind of the first month and you're running around getting things settled, it actually goes by really quickly, but I feel like it's gone by really slowly.
And I've read 9 books this month, and I'm like, when did I read these? Because then I also have Pucking Sweet, which I'm only halfway through my reread, which I am tabbing it. So many tabs. And I'm only halfway through my reread, and I'm like, wow, this is taking me all month to read this book.
I couldn't believe it took me all month. I guess I did. I mean, I guess I technically have a 5-star now because I reread this, but I haven't had any like fresh ones.
No fresh vibes.
New ones. It took me all month to read this 300-page book and annotate and tab it. And I was like, what is happening? I had a good time, but it took me all month.
Heather had a few 5s, but also again repeat authors. So not even necessarily a repeat book. Like it's not a reread. It's just simply a repeat author. Very stingy with your 5 stars, because to me a 5 star is 100%. Totally respect that. Exactly.
Yeah.
And we all, like many things, it's subjective. So like for one person, a 3 star may be like, ugh, horrible. If they see a 3 star, they won't read it. Whereas others are like, that's actually really promising. Like that's not, it all depends on what you use, I guess.
I don't like giving lower than 3 stars. It actually makes me like super sad.
Mm-hmm. Oh no, you're talking to someone who's happy to go under 1 star sometimes.
Why I implemented the 6-star ratings, the 6-star for myself, because 6 stars, I'm very stingy with 6 stars. Those are my like favorite books. They have to be like, I'll give a 5-star. I'll give a 5-star just for an ending, but like a 6-star has to be like a book that somehow like impacted my life. Like it had to have like healed me or changed me or like made me look at a new perspective or like completely shocked me or something. Like it has to have like rewired something.
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
See, I love going below 3 stars because that also tells a story, right? So like if I go below 3 stars, I have words. I have things to say about this book. So
yeah. And I prefer when I have like strong emotions. Like if it's like 4 or higher, I have strong emotions. If it's like 2 or lower, I have strong emotions. Also, if I'm rating something under 3, then that means I really probably can't view myself recommending it to anyone. Whereas if it's a 3 or higher, it's still like a 3 is maybe not for me, but I could recommend it to other people. It's also probably the least memorable. A 3-star read, I think, is probably the least memorable thing. Speaking of memory, Joanna, hello. First 5-star was Heartstopper, Volume 3. Awesome. January last year, I read 40 books, Jen. Oh my gosh. This year I read 20. Blame it on the chunky fantasies. 20 still so much. That's so impressive. Oh my goodness. I think the cover will be the same, but it could have sprayed edges. Ooh, Olivia, I'm so happy for you. If it is, that'd be really lovely. I break 100% into 5 sections. Oh, yeah, 20%. So 5-star can be a range. That's why my DNF line is a 3-star. That's 40, 60. Oh, I'm not surprised, Tennille, that you make it math. I'm like, yep, that's very Tennille, and I'm here for it. Usually barely give 5 stars, but I started this year with 2 5-star. Oh my gosh, man, amazing. Sounds good, Tracy. Go warm up those leftovers. We're about to jump into a sprint anyway. So this was great. Thanks for visiting with us and hanging out. Okay, so I'm going to get us ready for our final sprint on this channel. For all of us, talking about Get a Clue and everything, we will be going over to those kickoff sprints. So yeah, we'll probably have like a 5-minute quick chat, making sure everyone's here, buckled, ready to go, and then transport you all. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. Okay. Well, in that case, let me make ourselves tiny, and we'll see everybody in an hour. Hello! Welcome back from that final sprint. But it isn't the final sprint, is it? Because in just a few minutes, we're sending you all over to Rainy's kickoff sprints for Get a Clue. I know that some people have been really anxious trying to figure out what books they're reading, but it is important to know that it's just day one. It's only been a couple hours, so if you are one of those people who haven't found your book yet, that's okay. That's all right. I know it's easy to say that as someone who also has their book chosen, but I promise you, it's not the end of the world. It's going to be okay, because we want you to pick the right book for you as well. We don't want you to just pick a book because it fits the prompt. We want you to be able to read the book that you thoroughly want to read. And yeah, remember, it's all subjective. So if you really feel that this book fits, read it. Just read it. We all know that it's all like we're all trying to play fair here, and we just want you guys to have fun. But yeah, I hope that everyone is doing well and ready for more sprints. We'll quickly go around, let you guys know how we did, and then I'll see if I can get to any of the comments, but we'll see what happens. So I ended up getting a little bit further in The Pale Horse, and I've officially decided that my TBRathon will continue because I haven't finished all the books I want to finish. So I'll probably carry it on, and then we'll see how things go. But I'm enjoying the book so far, which is very exciting. And I have chosen my book. I'll reveal it because I think that it can be really fun. It's going to be called Giant Spider and Me, a post-apocalyptic tale. It's a manga series. I'm going to read the first 3 volumes, and the giant spider is the most adorable thing you ever did see. So yeah, and for me, I think that it fits the prompt because if you attach a certain word to other things, they can feel right. That's all I'll say. But because I don't know, should we keep it hush hush? Because it has been 4 hours now since the prompt dropped. What do you guys think? Keep it hush hush for now.
For the sake of time, we probably should, and then like maybe Rainy could,
Yeah.
Rainy can be the revealer if she wants to announce what the confirm what the prompt is. Sounds good. Well, Neva.
It's also your sprints. You can do whatever you want, Leandra. You've evil laughed, so you control here.
No, we'll leave it to Rainy to confirm some things. Neva, how did you do?
I became inspired by Julie. Julie inspired me. So I read some more of Pucking Sweet and annotated some more of it. This is truly a gem of a book. And I will never read one of these books in this series with the audiobook first ever again in life. Okay? That's all I'm saying. Not because the audiobooks are not good, because they are. They're very well produced. I have listened to them. I own them. They're very well produced. But because I started this series with my eyes on Kindle Unlimited, that's just how I need to read them the first time.
Yeah.
Because I only gave this book 5 stars when I listened to it with the audiobook, and it's definitely a 6-star book, even with the dreaded accidental pregnancy trope, which is one of my least favorite tropes ever. But it was done well in this book.
Oh, well, good. I'm glad that you're still really enjoying it. Julie, how did you do?
I did some content stuff that I took a little reading break since I finished a book, and we're going to start another book here soon. So I took a little reading break and worked on content and just kind of fluffed around for that sprint. So I should have eaten dinner, but I'll do that in the next sprint.
You can do it in the next sprint. Yeah, there we go. Katie, how did you do?
Motivation 0.
You have been online for quite some time. Maybe you're working through it.
I think I don't know, I feel stuck, where I'm not quite ready to do the next thing. I'm kind of in that weird limbo phase where I'm I know we're all supposed to start this next book, but I just kind of feel like I'm going to sit here and look at the wall, which is not productive. So I ate some food and I scrolled some TikTok. My husband's bringing home dinner, and we're going to go to a new sprint and we're going to try, because I finished a book here with you guys. So that's accomplishment. But suddenly I'm and now don't want to. So we'll see.
Maybe you just needed a brain break.
I mean, does my brain ever take a break? But I see what you say, Julie. Maybe I just need some potatoes. Julie gets it. Julie and I are carb friends. We get it.
Yes, you needed some potatoes.
Potatoes are a good answer to a lot of things.
So good. I am getting French fries, so potatoes.
Ooh, very nice. Well, I think we do need to close these sprints, give people about 2 minutes to kind of get ready for Get a Clue kickoff sprints. Thanks everyone who's been here, whether it's been from the beginning, just joined, my people on screen, of course, for making sure that I closed TBRathon in the right way and entered Get a Clue in the right way. We will hopefully be seeing you guys over at Rainy Sprints, but if not, don't worry. There are going to be so many sprints throughout the month of February for Get a Clue, and we'll see you then. Okay, bye everybody.